Okay, hi again. I can't really tell because some of these videos upload in weird orders, but a lot's actually happened in just a couple days. So we're gonna go over it. First, we're gonna start with some of the pros. I have a mic. It's gonna be kind of loud, I think, but yeah, just turn your volume down if you need to, and give me tips on how the audio quality is. Okay, so we'll get that part out of the way. Unfortunately, that's kind of the end of the good news. In general, we have some more good things to talk about, but let's just get over some of the humps. I went to the hospital yesterday and the night before, or 2 days ago technically, the night going into the full day at the hospital. I went in there with severe stomach pains, and I thought I was having another intestinal issue. Also, let me show you that. I'm going to show you my stomach. So if you don't want to see that, then, don't look. But I have 2 scars on my stomach, and it's going to be relevant to what we're talking about. Don't worry. And I also haven't shaved. I'm really sorry. This is kind of spur of the moment. Anyway, first one goes here. Second one goes down. Anyway, when I was a baby, I was born with malrotated intestines. Basically, they were twisted in a knot. Around 20 years later, after severe stomach pains throughout those 20 years, I had a intestinal blockage caused by scar tissue that retwisted my intestines. I had to go in for emergency surgery on September 19th, 2021, and they removed the blockage in the nick of time. I was on the floor for 7 hours in pain before I got to the hospital, and they removed it. They said I was lucky to have all of my intestines still intact. So that happened like that. Since then, my whole entire stomach and intestinal way has not been the same, and I actually just learned that a normal person's intestines is layered one on top of the other. Well, mine, one's over here, one's over here. It's completely separated in a completely different way, which actually makes way for more pain and or suffering throughout your life because it just causes more problems. This is all to say that I'm going to have intestinal issues probably for the rest of my fucking life. And I am eventually going to have to go back in for surgery because the scar tissue from the new scar and the old scar has now doubled up the amount of scar tissue that I'm going to have, and it is almost inevitable that my intestines are going to get retwisted. This has been a very, very hard thing to come to terms with, and I have had quite a few breakdowns in the last couple of days, and I went into the hospital going through a massive, massive panic attack. I couldn't breathe. I was freaking out. I just couldn't stop crying. I had to have an ambulance called this time around, and they took me there. When I got there, they suspected something else might be happening because there's no blockage. There's no obstruction with any scar tissue. So it looks like I have celiac disease, also known as a gluten sensitivity or gluten allergy. This means that anything with gluten is a no-go. It's not just like lactose intolerance where you have milk and it upsets your stomach because it just really doesn't agree. This can degrade the walls of my intestines and lead to extreme pain, including ulcers. I have not been okay the last few days because of it. I mean, the whole week I've been in pain, off and on, but getting this diagnosis really fucking sucked. And it kind of just feels like there's another thing wrong with me. And I'm really trying to stay positive. I'm trying to do things to keep my mind off of it, like making videos and working on Gundams, but I just feel like everything's going wrong. And I just don't really see the win right now. So that's kind of the life update. I know this is a really somber way to start out a video, but that's really how I'm feeling right now. We're gonna end it on a good note, this video, I promise. But I just wanted to tell you guys that because I really need some support right now. I have my girlfriend, I have my mom, and they're being absolutely fantastic. And I'm just saying I just need all the help I can get. So thank you guys for listening, the ones who do. It's very, very nice. to even see one view on a video. That's more than I could ever ask for. So like I said, I really wanted to thank you guys for checking in on my channel. Even if you watch for a second, hell, if you misclicked, it's just nice to see one view. That's it. So thank you guys. And now we're going to move on to the model kit stuff, because lo and behold, this is still Model Kit Ramblings Part 5. So the biggest update comes with the SINANJU SD, my ongoing major project. So we have completed the main body. As you can see here, I did a reverse wash with acrylic black and All-Clad 2 enamel or lacquer gold. As you can see, looks really awesome. I went two-tone with the hoses, which I think worked out. That reverse wash coming through. It's not perfect, but it's my first attempt, and I'm also not using enamels, so I think it worked out pretty well. Yeah, so I actually glossed it for panel lining. And then we have the backpack. The white is good, and I now have the red accent in place. And now all I have to do is panel line and then put in the LEDs for the thrusters. Bit of a fuck up on the inside of that thruster there, but I really don't want to go back and work on it right now. I'm just not in the mood, so I might just paint over it or something. But yeah, so backpack's looking pretty good. Just got to panel line and do LEDs, and then main body also looking really great. I just have to panel line and then regloss both pieces, and then they'll be good to go. The head is next in line. All of it's done and wired up. I just got to finish the gold piping right there. I think I'll do that tomorrow and let that cure. And I'm also working on the commander fin. Top is going to be gold and the base is going to be red. I actually think this project's nearing to a really good point. Almost being done with the main body, and the head is going to be really cool. It's going to be really easy to show it off. And those are the parts with the LEDs. So I think I'm actually getting to a really nice checkpoint. I have a project I'm working on with my friend Sam. Ooh, sorry, can't tell where this damn thing's pointing. Yeah, I have a project I'm working on with my friend Sam, and the Sunday update will have that. And I'm also going to be getting some new paints. One of my main paint brands that I operate with is Hobby Mio. I'm a huge fan. I didn't use any Hobby Mio this time except for the gloss coat, which I'm not even a super big fan of. It's just if I use All-Clad's Aqua Gloss, it's water-based, and I'm afraid that it might fuck up the acrylic, which I use for the black and the red. So I'm kind of hesitant to use that. I think I'm actually going to hit it with 2 coats of Hobby Mio gloss and then 1 coat of Aqua Gloss. So there's that barrier, but we still get that really high shine, that high gloss. So I think that's the move right now. But I'm going to be getting some more Hobby Mio and some more Splash paint. Splash being the surfacer that I actually used for the whole entire SINANJU kit. I used their Mecha White, which is kind of an off-white, but not in the yellow direction, but in the gray direction. So I think it's actually a really solid white. It is not pure white. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you want to get Splash's surfacer white, it's not true white. It's a slightly darker than that. I think I have enough length on my little cord here. Let me see if I can grab the spoon. I'll be right back, and I'll try not to pull the phone down. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. So far, so good. So far, so good. Okay, cool. I made it. So this is the Splash White. Now, like I said, it is white, but as you can see, but between the spoon and the white of the spoon, it is in fact like a grayish white, but I kind of like that. It adds that little bit of contrast, almost like pre-shading. So I definitely think it's a good idea to use. I will be snapping out the Gundam Aerial very, very soon. I have settled on a color scheme. I am going to gold the yellows, and I'm going to black out the I'm going to black out the reds, and then it's just going to be blue, gold, and white. I think it's going to be a really nice, really simple custom. So that is what we're going to be doing with this. Yeah, and I don't exactly have an idea for the Mark II yet. I'm thinking about something with metallic purple. That's one of the colors I'm going to be ordering, so that will definitely be on the horizon. But when those colors in, I'll actually make a video and we can talk about it. I also have a paint mixer coming in because I dropped my All-Clad 2 right there, my All-Clad 2 Chrome, a really big pain in the ass. I was shaking it and it just right out of my hand, so I had half the bottle left, so I'm pretty upset about that. But I'm gonna recuperate that one, and then if you want, I can also do a review on that. It's really, really easy to use. It's super, super shiny. It's ridiculous because this, in fact, is the chrome that I used on here. And again, you can even really see the reflection of the phone in there. So it's really, really good stuff. Again, I can do a review of that. I've made spoons of them and stuff. So if you want, we can do that too. But like I said in my last video, I would love your feedback. Truly though, I love doing this. And if you guys want to know any more about doing it, I'm a beginner, you're a beginner, let's learn together. So with that, I think that's really all I have to talk about. I do want to thank anybody and everybody who watches this, because sometimes in these really rough moments, it just feels nice to make a video and talk about it. I can't believe some of the shit that's happened to me is happening to me, and I can't do a whole lot about it except try to just manage my emotions the best I can. I know that this has been a somber video, at least the beginning of it, but I'm trying to work through it and I'm trying to take my mind off of it as best I can. Adjusting to this new lifestyle is going to be a pain in the ass. But as long as I can come down here and paint Gunpla and talk about Gunpla, I think I'll try to remain, I think I'll be remaining saner than if I couldn't. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing great. I hope your night's going great. I hope you ate. I hope you drank some water recently. I hope you built a Gunpla, because they're really, really fun. You don't have to paint them. You don't even have to fucking panel line or sticker them. You don't even have to finish them. But just go out and build. Go get a kit. And if you want recommendations on my beginner kits, I can always make a video about that. I might just do it because. But that's all I gotta say, guys. Have a better day. And I'll catch you later. Oh, and if you guys want a tattoo video, I have a couple Gundam tattoos. And by the way, this is a Gundam shirt. I have a bunch of them. Aobaoku! So if you want a tattoo video as well, it would be a nice short one. I don't have that many, but I got some. So anyway, have a better night, guys.